In short, Bitcoin is a digital currency. It's a new kind of money. It's like cash, but online. The adoption of Bitcoin has been growing and is set to explode in the next few years. You can send it, you can receive it, you can buy certain goods with it. In some countries, in some professions, you can get paid in it. Investing in it has become more accessible, and some countries have even adopted it as an official currency. My name is Zita, and if you are enjoying my videos, please give me a thumbs up or consider subscribing. So, Bitcoin was created in 2009 by an unknown person or group of people called Satoshi Nakamoto. Satoshi created Bitcoin originally as a peer-to-peer payment system. Peer-to-peer meaning a way of sending money from one person to another person without needing a middleman like a bank to facilitate the transaction and quite often charge hefty fees. The smallest denomination of Bitcoin is now called Satoshi. It's 100 millionth of a Bitcoin. And this is where the phrase stacking sats comes from. So what's good about Bitcoin? Number one, it's decentralized, which means it's not controlled by a single person, government, or organization. Bitcoin transactions are carried out collectively. So-called Bitcoin miners run sophisticated software on their computers and are located all around the world. Bitcoin miners run sophisticated software on their computers. They validate, secure, and record Bitcoin transactions. By doing so, new Bitcoins are created, and these Bitcoins are paid to the miners as a reward for their efforts and electricity. Number two, Bitcoin is deflationary. Recently, governments and central banks all around the world have been guilty of printing unprecedented amounts of money, which has led to currency devaluation and inflation. Bitcoin, on the other hand, has been programmed in a way that every 4 years, the amount of Bitcoin created is halved. This is called Bitcoin halving. Number three, Bitcoin is transparent. Transactions on Bitcoin network are recorded on a ledger. This ledger can be viewed by anybody at any time, and the transactions can't be altered, reversed, or deleted. Number four, Bitcoin is scarce. So as we've seen recently, fiat currencies can be pretty much printed out of thin air. There also might be technology in the future that will allow us to mine gold and precious metals from asteroids. But Bitcoin has been programmed in a way that there is only 21 million Bitcoins ever going to be created, which can make it an excellent investment if bought at the right time. Number five, the actual transactions on Bitcoin network are relatively fast and cheap compared to the traditional banking system. Now, what's wrong about Bitcoin? Number one, it's used for illegal activity. Okay, maybe it is, but so is cash. And banks themselves have been found guilty of laundering money and charge hefty fees for doing so. Also, the transparency of Bitcoin transactions don't make it the best tool for hiding money. Number two, Bitcoin is not environmentally friendly. Now, this has been a major argument of anti-Bitcoin groups. Bitcoin mining uses a lot of electricity, and Bitcoin miners have been trying to find cheaper ways of powering their hardware and software, like volcano power or water. But of course, the traditional banking system itself uses a lot of power to power and heat offices, buildings, for the employees to travel to and from work, to power the whole banking system, to print notes and coins. There is a lot of power usage there as well. Number three, is Bitcoin safe? Now, the Bitcoin algorithm itself is impossible to crack with current computers. As far as Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies as funds are concerned, there have been some highly publicized hacks of exchanges or exchanges going wrong recently. and millions and billions of customers' funds have been stolen or misused. But of course, in traditional banking systems, banks can go wrong, and in the past, customers have lost their money. So if you do decide to purchase cryptocurrency or Bitcoin, make sure you invest in a hardware wallet like Ledger and store your cryptocurrency safely off exchanges and offline, because one of the principles of Bitcoin itself is that you are your own bank. You are responsible for your own money and your own funds. And if anything goes wrong, you've only got yourself to blame. And last but not least, can Bitcoin be banned? Personally, I don't think so. As we've seen it over the last few years, Bitcoin is regularly banned by certain countries, but other countries embrace it and welcome it. So what do you think? Is it legit? Is Bitcoin a pyramid scheme or a scam? Let me know in the comments down below.